Hey, Richard Gage, AIA architect, here with Protecting All Protectors at the National Fire Prevention Association convention of 5,000 attendees here at the three-day convention, where we are here to educate them, and to help us do that is Tony Robbins, 27-year firefighter with Kansas City, North Kansas City Fire Department, and retired now. Are you glad you're retired?
Yes, I am. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Tony.
Grateful to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, because we've got a lot of work to do. How's it been going so far in your experience over the last couple of days?
Well, we've talked to a tremendous amount of people, and we've had positive reception, and I think we're doing great. The topic is the Solomon Brothers buildings, a 47-story skyscraper. Met specific codes for type 1A, fire resistive construction, and that building collapsed.
When did it collapse?
September 11th, 2001, 5:20 p.m. in the afternoon.
It doesn't look like one of the Twin Towers.
No, it's not as well known as the Twin Towers. We didn't hear very much about this building, but it's a very significant collapse. It should be one of the case studies of the century.
So how did it collapse? What? Oh, I can see some photos on your other side. Let's turn that direction. Describe what we're looking at.
Well, here we have a building, skyscraper. It's type 1A, fire resistive construction, steel framed, fire protected with a sprinkler system, fire pumps, and it's built in New York City, one of the largest, most densely populated places on earth, where codes are written to protect the general public and firefighters like myself.
What's happening in this case?
Well, it's collapsing symmetrically, instantaneously, through its own footprint, straight down, without any resistance. And it should be concerning for everyone. It presents a danger not just to the public, but to firefighters. We're taught as firefighters to go inside, to set up a command post below the fire floor.
So let's look at those fire floors while you're talking. So in this case, what would be your strategy?
I would take my crew inside, set up the post below the fire floor, connect to the standpipe with a horizontal lay, and attack from the floor below. It's an ordinary fire. It's a common tactic that we're taught. Not a huge challenge. It's something we practice all the time.
Well, how much time would that take you in this situation?
Not very long at all. You know, our bottles that we wear that are full of compressed air for breathing are limited to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour.
But you're in the building
Correct.
Longer than that. How long are you in the building in a typical fire like this?
We can rotate crews indefinitely as long as we have enough manpower. But a fire like this would not take long. It should be an easy job.
Except for one thing in this case. What happened?
Well, in this case, firefighters were not allowed to enter this building. These buildings are meant to contain the fire, compartmentalize the fire, and burn for long periods of time without any structural damage. I mean, it's supposed to stay standing. The building is meant to protect itself because of the codes that are written, the engineering specifications that it's built to.
Wait, so
withstand.
Okay, so let's break this down, because you're saying that firefighters will go into these buildings routinely and put out fires like this.
Indeed.
But in this case, this building collapses in 7 seconds, according to NIST, by these fires, which caused a progressive collapse. And so do you think there's confusion now in the firefighting world? Because you've got the NIST on one hand saying that these buildings can now collapse due to fires, progressive collapse.
There's a lot of consequences to facing this unique challenge. It's controversial, and people avoid it because of the stigma. revolves around 9/11. But I think that it's important that we make a choice, decide how we want to show up as humanity.
Well, that's the big picture, and that's why we're here. We're showing up. I guess my specific question is, you're saying firefighters will go in and put this out, and now NIST is saying the building can fall, and it fell in 7 seconds. Should we be concerned that the building could fall on you, and not only you, but the public? Where do you keep the public in these buildings?
Exactly.
How long?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can, a building like this, typically we would try to evacuate people near the fire floor. But if there were problems with the elevators, you could tell people to stay in place, shelter in place while we fight this fire.
Because they're coming, otherwise they'd be coming down the stairs, right? Which is how you get up to the fire.
Right. When you evacuate hundreds of people, it becomes a
Thousands.
contingency nightmare. Yeah, right, exactly. So, it's more efficient to fight the fire and eliminate the danger.
But while you're doing that, the building could come down on you at free fall.
That's a huge problem. It's like I said earlier. It happened in England. The Grenfell fire was.
We're talking about this fire over here now.
Correct. Yeah, they had challenges with command. They ordered them to fight the fire, and there was controversy with the crews. The firefighting crews didn't want to go inside because they were concerned with collapse.
Because of NIST report on this building.
Yeah, certainly.
I
was
see
in
the
their
problem.
conscience. Yeah. So that's a break in our firefighting tactics, and we need to face that.
And how are people responding here, the attendees?
The vast majority of people have been very positive. They're supporting us, and they're equally as concerned.
And are they signing the petition, and what does the petition say?
They are. You can go to the PAPA website and read it for yourself.
Protectingall.org.
Protectingall.org.
What's the essence of the petition?
The essence is that we're challenging NFPA to look at the NIST report and the University of Alaska and Fairbanks report and determine what the evidence says.
Tell us about what we're going to be talking about at the classroom theater here on the expo floor and coming up here in just half an hour.
Well, we have 4 speakers in 30 minutes to speak, so we're trying to squeeze in a lot in a short amount of time. But you are speaking. Congratulations. And we have Raul Angelo, who's the author of Engine Company Operations, the latest 4th edition. He was challenged when he wrote the chapter on high-rise firefighting. We have Paul Cayley, all the way from England, who did the documentary Calling Out Bravo 7. And you can show that.
Yeah, that's this one.
Uh-huh. And we have Eric Boyer, who's a retired Seattle firefighter. And should be really interesting. And I think we're going to have a lot of attendees.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Well, Tony, thanks for coming out and
Thank you, Rich.
helping Protecting All Protectors Alliance, protectingall.org. Richard Gage signing out from the NFPA.